Welcome back, everybody, to Sanity Lost. I almost made a joke out of context that would have been real funny to us. But
not funny to everyone else.
Well, not outside of context.
We're getting a little punch drunk now.
Just imagine you saw the same video as us and just laugh. It's fine. That's all you need to know. Just imagine you watch the same video and just start laughing. You're good to go.
Good.
Dave's New Year's resolution was to get canceled.
Along with some of the stuff that is coming up this year, it would be a very inopportune time to have that happen.
It's true.
So let's do it.
You don't want to do that now.
But yeah. Do you guys like camping?
What
That's a
kind
hard
of
question.
camping?
Yeah.
Well, not in the middle of winter, but
Okay, so here's the thing. I grew up camping because I had a giant family and it was the only way that we could afford to travel. And
like tall. They were just very big.
Yes.
I mean,
Fee-fi-fo
some of my siblings are very big. Yes, very
Hello.
tall. I have two giant tall brothers. And I
smell the blood of an Englishman.
have
Go ahead.
amazing memories
That's
of
the video I
camping.
sent you.
Oh God. I have amazing memories of camping. It was so much fun. And then I grew up and I realized how much work it takes to camp as an adult. And I very quickly realized that I don't like camping. Because who wants to pack more than what I would need to live in my house to go and sleep on the ground for 3 days? Like, I have a rough time wrapping my head around that one. So I will camp. I don't mind being outside. I don't mind even sleeping in a tent. But like someone else needs to do all the work and just like roll me up to a sleeping bag on an air mattress. I'll camp then. But if I have to do all of the work, I will not camp. No.
I have to have a really good reason to go camping, and really good reason. And even then, it's gonna be a hard sell. I'm not like some outdoor stuff, sure, but for the most part, I would rather just not. If you're gonna pull me away from PC tech, then there's gotta be a really good reason.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if you're going to get me outside of connectivity at all. Ooh, boy, that's tough.
Exactly. I'm okay with camping at like an actual campsite. I don't love tent camping. Glamping's probably more
Your thing.
my speed. Yeah, I've done it before. I've never super loved it.
Yeah, you and I have never been real camping together. We go hiking and that's fun. But then we come back to a nice hotel or like Airbnb afterwards so that we can have a bed and a shower. How about you, Dave? Are you a camper?
When I'm not in Pennsylvania.
Okay, what does that mean? You don't like camping in Pennsylvania?
There's poison ivy and Lyme's disease. Every time I go into the woods here, I come out with poison ivy or Lyme's disease.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, there's poison ivy a lot of places.
Not when I lived in upstate New York. And then I found out I'm a dangerous camper.
Oh?
what does
Yeah.
that mean?
I jumped over the fire barefoot.
Oh my gosh.
'Cause
You're risky. You're a risky
No,
camper.
I'm just dumb. I make everyone fail their sanity checks and realize. See, I say this on my stream all the time. I used to be a youth pastor, got fired, never got hired again. But I also was the one that there, and I still do this from time to time, that there's a thought, and then the thought doesn't really complete of what could potentially come out of this. For example, going on a camping trip with the pastor and about 7 to 10 teenage boys as we're all just running around having fun, and then in my head looking at the fire that's pretty decent, and I'll jump over that.
Uh-huh.
And I did.
Hey, hey, you know what? You know what that sounds like?
I don't know.
You know what those thoughts that don't follow through all the way to completion sound like, Dave?
A good time.
Sounds like that test that I keep telling you that I can give you.
I'm not going to finish this sentence, Cynthia. But now, I also don't like camping. I do like watching these camping videos that it's their car is part of the tent.
Yeah,
And
that is very fun.
There's this one I saw. I don't know. They show up on my TikTok every once in a while. But what this really gets into is those are fun, but I think probably normal camping now, probably I would agree with all of us, would be probably if we would be writing Dante's Inferno, it would be the first level of hell is camping. Which brings me to what I really want to talk about. Do you know there's a comic series called Godzilla in Hell? I just found it out.
That was quite the pivot. That was a pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pivot.
So we had to go from camping to camping being level 1 of Dante's Inferno
to Godzilla in Hell.
Godzilla in Hell.
Well, I wanted to talk about that.
To get to hell so we could get to Godzilla in Hell.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Thing.
I forgot I wanted to talk about that. So I remembered, and that's just how my brain got there.
I mean, I will say that I have a tendency to pull some really obscure, deep reference connections at times, but that's one that tops some of mine. Congratulations, well done.
Yeah, I know, I'm awesome.
So what is this about Godzilla in Hell?
No, he's just in hell, blowing it up, and apparently he gets kicked out.
Okay, cool. It's just a comic. Awesome.
I haven't read it. Cool. I just found out about it, and so
cool.
I'm probably going to ask my.
Now I got Godzilla in Hell connected to camping. Perfect.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to ask. Camping is going to come up in some random conversation. I mean, have you ever read the comic book Godzilla in Hell?
Yeah, and then my mission will be accomplished, and then I can ascend to the third level of heaven.
Speaking
wow.
of nachos, did that new movie come out yet?
Godzilla -1?
Yep.
Yes. I was thinking about going and watching it tomorrow. But I don't know if I'm going to do that, because I pretty much was sitting there and I was, I want to watch this movie. I'll probably have to go by myself. So,
I mean, if we weren't going away, I would.
I was gonna say John would go. You guys should plan something when we get back.
I would be up for that. I am interested in seeing it.
And I don't know that I am. So there you go. Perfect solution. I mean, I would go. It's just not my favorite.
No, we uninvited you.
Cool.
You have to go watch the dogs.
I get a night by myself.
No, you have to go hang out with the dogs.
I mean, that's essentially the same thing, because they don't go away. Anyway. Yeah, I was going to say, like, they don't leave because John leaves.
I'm just imagining those scenes I see where it's I think I saw it on TikTok where it's what's that stupid blue dog that's not Blue's Clues?
Bluey?
Yeah, that one. I only know that my niece
Bluey
likes
is
it.
A girl?
So is Blue
Yep.
from Blue's Clues.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
you
is
also
Bingo.
know what the heck is a bingo?
Louis' sister.
Yep.
I don't know.
What the
All I
heck
know
is
is my
a
niece watches it,
bingo?
but it's Christmas season, so she's watching Disney Christmas movies.
Oh, so fun.
But I think there's a clip in there where the mom is just the dad comes home with a mullet haircut, and she is pretty much, I need 5 minutes or 20 minutes alone, and the kid dogs are just, I think mom hates us. Should we go make sure she's okay? And the dad's like, no, there, stop that now. So.
Yeah. I love how real to life Bluey is, not just for the kids experience, but particularly for the parent experience. They really just nail that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about the show except that it seems that they go on make-believe adventures all the time.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's what
pretty much.
kids do. Yeah. But that is being a kid, so that feels very appropriate.
It's a very good balance between the incredibly idealized family and a incredibly realistic family dynamic as
Yeah.
well. Which
Yeah.
is like
A
you
nuclear
don't
family.
you don't see that very often in any shows, let alone kids shows, where it has that real feeling to it.
I think I saw
Bluey
on
is
a list
fantastic.
that-
Everybody should watch it. It's great.
Bluey's
watching
great.
I ain't watching that. I barely watch what I need to watch now.
You'll laugh, you'll cry.
It's fantastic. Most of the episodes are about 7 to 8 minutes because they're for kids, but also
They're
not
for-
for kids.
For people with ADD.
So they're perfect for you.
I don't have ADD.
So
I
the
just
man
have-
who just went from camping to Godzilla in like
I mean, those are connected now,
second.
so it's fine.
I
Those are
didn't connect
connected
those
now.
threads. I connected those threads. It wasn't me just sitting there saying, man, isn't it real sucky when you just sit there, you're roasting your mallows, and all of a sudden Godzilla steps on the fire? Man, that's real tough. I don't know why this is my voice when I talk about Godzilla, but you know what? He now has a monkey friend with the Infinity Gauntlet running around
gosh.
doing laps.
Oh jeez Louise,
What if
what is happening?
what if this is what hey everybody, welcome to Santa Lost, where the show we're Southern now. Now you guys are out there in the woods making grit. Oh no, grits is down south. I don't know. I just heard it on the TV.
What is happening?
And now you're gold paneling and you're doing all that stuff. And oh, what's that over there? Why yes, it's your mother-in-law. Now you gonna shoot it?
Yes.
Or you gonna evangelize it? Lord jeez. Anyway.
That was quite the adventure.
That's
Some
my
good
New
humor
Year's
before
resolution.
we all die.
My New Year's resolution: be more Southern. I am now. Actually, the Southern comes out when I have to be the cult leader preacher.
Yeah.
Which,
Yep.
hey, some of those churches, but it'd be real nice. I was about to hit a button. But it would be even better if I did this, and then I hit a button. This one to be. And I'm wondering if this is I want this creepy music or if I want to play the other. Yeah, whatever. My biggest problem with this song is that it takes almost 20 seconds for you to hear the slow build. But Caleb is not here. He's in a hospital dying, pooping his brains out.
I mean, at
It
this
is
point,
now.
Caleb should be at home if assuming he's still alive, which I think is
Yeah.
he's still alive.
Hooked up to
but-
32 catheters.
Oh, gross.
Ow!
Too many.
That was
That's too many.
Theodore's experiment.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna
I'll
juice
go
him.
to the circus.
Oh, boy.
I almost. Well, I gotta finish the thought now. It's a whole new pinhead. But anyway,
Oh,
Oh!
jeez, Louise.
oh,
It is getting way too late.
do you want to play a game?
We're off the rails. Ugh.
Alrighty. So, David, you turn around and you see it before you the adult, human, not looking human creature that is behind David. August, now in front of David as he's turned around. It once was behind David, but there was distance behind August. And I said, I thought of a good way how to describe these people. How they, not a one for one, but if you, oh shoot, of course I forget what that movie's called. Give me 1 second as I click multiple things. Us. How the family looks like the family, but off.
Yeah.
That is kind of how they are, where they look like humans and move around as humans would, but there's something off. And so this one is now right behind August. And August, I need you. I'm trying to remember what the heck I made you. Oh, a power roll. Yeah.
Okay. It's a 49 over 40.
Do you have luck?
I do have luck. A ton of luck. That's probably worth pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
So it'll push 9 points.
Mm-hmm. And so, with that, all right, so it would be 40?
Yeah, 40 exactly.
You beat me by 1. I rolled a 41. I would have laughed if you pushed
You
it.
just luck. Still failed.
I was gonna do it too until I. Wow. But yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So you, David calls out, maybe snaps your attention as this thing is now a we'll say about a foot, we'll say about 2 to 3 feet away from you. And Caleb, give me, not Caleb, you're stupid characters here. David, give me a spot hidden real quick.
Yeah, so as I do that, I think as David's turns around and sees this creature, like kind of right on August, he's gonna be yelling, "August, move!" to try and get his attention, moving and Deli, we need you. Where are you? Having spotted Deli quite at this point. Cut to Deli. But that is.
I know.
That is an 11 under 75.
Hey,
for the spot.
So it is a split second, but pretty much everyone's attention is drawn to the one that is in the center of the room. But then out of the corner of your eye, you see movement coming up to now where there is the adult that's holding the child's head is now popping up. And so, but pretty much now with you're able to catch that, and you, it wasn't there, but it was as one of, if you guys have ever had the shadow moving in the corner of your eye, it was almost like that experience, but instead of your brain playing tricks on you, it's a real entity just there staring.
So I think David, having seen these things moving and seemingly, I think David's probably interpreting the proximity to August as being a significant threat of some kind, even though it might not be fully apparent what's going on yet. And basically taking the sticks that he collected as initially intending to use to probe these things to figure out what's going on, and just recycling to, okay, these things are a threat, we need to do something about them. We'll take one of them to throw to August, low, so that if it's missed, it's not like in the face or something, but close enough to be able to get and retrieve easily. Drop the rest, all but one that seems fairly thick, and just move to where he can take a swing at the one that's threatening August.
All right.
Yes,
So.
exactly that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll to toss the stick at August. Oh, there's more to that. Yeah, so you're able to do all that. So, you're gonna try to hit these creatures,
Eventually
or
attack it.
Yeah, I think the plan at this point is going to be moving with one that's held ready to take a swing at it, and really be looking to make sure that whatever happens when he makes contact with it, it's not going to put August at risk there. So, like, looking for August to move out of the way, but being ready to take a swing at this thing as soon as there's sufficient opening on to do so.
all right. Adele, what are you doing?
I mean, I was already up. I guess I'm assuming this is all kind of happening simultaneously, so I'm like in the middle of the stairs. August is now is behind me, right? So I would have to turn around to see. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So she hears David, flips around. How far is August from me?
I'm gonna say maybe. I don't know. He said he was hanging a little bit closer. We'll say between 5 to 7 feet away.
Okay, so essentially one of my movement. Okay, so she turns around hearing David yell and sees this thing behind August. So she's gonna sprint so she essentially pulls herself out of the staircase to grab his hand and pull him away from the creature. And you can tell me how much I can do. So step 1 is to grab him. Step 2 is to get to a wall and look over to see if there are creatures outside.
If you want to pull him away,
Yeah.
we'll let you do that, and then
Okay.
yeah, we'll treat this. It's not. You guys aren't.
I know we're not
In
in
actual
combat yet,
combat?
but yeah.
But
Yet.
yeah, so
Right. So she essentially runs over to him and so I'm imagining staircase, right? She jumps out of the staircase to grab him, but then pulls him back in the direction of whatever wall is by the staircase or behind the staircase.
okay.
Right. So rather than pushing him this way, she pulls him back.
Hey, so yeah, so you guys, yeah, there's space in there, and everything seems to be standing still.
Okay.
And so, David, are you gonna try to Babe Ruth this sucker?
So once they are kind of out of the way, are these creatures are no longer moving at all again?
Yeah.
Okay, so with them kind of stopping, David's gonna, I think it is kind of gonna be taken aback a little bit that they just kind of stopped again, and they only seem to move if we aren't paying attention to them. Keep a scan on the room. I'm gonna try prodding this one to see what happens if it's touched at all with anything, and basically just like kind of nudge it at its side a little bit with the stick. Not like hard nudge, but just like touch it and prod, kind of that soft poke to see if it has any give or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Hey. So you go and push, and they're standing still. If you miss this, that's very embarrassing. But as soon as you begin to push it, its head snaps right into yours. Roll power.
Ooh! Had a feeling that was going to be a risk. That's a 44 under 65.
Yeah, well, I rolled a 16.
Ooh.
Okay. So now,
What do we see as this is happening?
pretty much, you guys see its eyes begin to light up a little bit. Not this creature's eyes with this almost the same color as the fire. As this like emerald green kind of glassy glow begins to light up as it seems that it's inhaling something. And now, that's what we're gonna do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Okay. Roll me a d8, Nite.
One.
1. You feel your strength begin to siphon out of you. Roll a 1d4.
Oh no.
4.
Alright. Yep. You lose 4 strength points. As you feel the weakness kind of being just siphoned from you.
Does he kind of fall or to the floor or stumble or anything? Like, what are we seeing happen?
You see this, pretty much it seems that he's locked in place right now.
Okay, so he seems frozen.
Yeah, and as pretty much David, his eyes kind of just roll in the back of his head, and his mouth just kind of goes jaw drops.
Okay.
As it seems some sort of essence or
Yeah.
something.
So, yes.
I need you guys to roll sanity for that,
Okay.
for witnessing this.
Ooh, okay. 41 under 42? What am I at? Hold on.
I don't know what you're at.
No! I just failed. 41 over 38.
You gonna push luck?
I don't think
Can't
I
push
can.
sanity.
Yeah.
I don't think.
On sanity.
Yeah.
Or can't luck sanity, I don't think.
I don't think so either. I think that's how we've
Technically,
been playing.
Yeah. You also can't. I don't think you can use luck in I don't know. This is the one thing I keep getting mixed up about using luck in combat. But anyway. What about you, August?
Do I see this though?
We are facing him.
I'm assuming that's happening in front of you unless you are not watching.
No. Yeah. Okay.
This is all kind of happening.
At the same time.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of trying to follow what order things are going in here. That sucks. That was 64 over 39
Okay, you both lose 1 point.
of sanity.
Sanity, yeah.
Shoot, I should just-
Okay, so I think the way that Deli's loss of sanity shows up is in just spastic she's just reacting. So she drops August's arm, she was hanging onto him and pulling him away, and she just like launches herself at David to like tackle him to the floor to try and like break whatever this connection is.
All right. Give me a strength roll.
Okay, we need some new dice here.
No, keep using this.
What is my strength? Okay.
I got new dice. I got them at PAX.
That is a 60, 460.
A what?
Like I rolled a 60 and my strength is 60, so they match.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So, David, you all of a sudden collapse on the floor as Adele just kind of spear tackles you, and you kind of you can tell that you lost track of time for a couple seconds, but yeah, there's that. Also, I need to know, August, are you focused on what is happening? What your sister is doing?
Yeah, I think at this point, yeah,
Okay, give me a spot
Oh my
hidden.
gosh, is there one behind? We are going down these steps, guys, right now. Right now. We waited too long.
That is an 8 under 85.
Alright. Same thing as David, where you're so focused on this, but you see movement. You sense the shadow movement out of the corner of your eye, and then the child and taller are now pretty much where David was crouching looking over. They're just standing on the top there, and you can see one of the other adults' head just kind of popping up at the bottom of the stairs.
So, after Deli was pulling August away, I kind of imagine he had fallen back, sort of crab walking position. So as he catches the movement out of the corner of his eye and sees them, he's now focused on them, but slowly kind of scuffling backwards, almost, not consciously, just sort of panicking a little bit.
So Deli, who's on top of David now, kind of shakes him, and she's like, "We have to get out of here. Can you move?"
I assume I can at this point.
Yeah. You just feel a little weaker.
So
Yeah.
David's gonna kind of just shake his head for a moment and yeah, I think so.
No
And-
talking. Let's go. And she just pulls him. She's just dragging everyone all over the place. She's gonna try and pull him to the wall behind. I can't remember which walls had openings, but behind, next to the scary steps, and I guess both steps are scary. The
Alright.
big steps.
I'm gonna draw a rough thing here on the map. So
Yeah. Okay.
pretty much we have our room here. And so if we were looking at it from the north, we have our steps along the east wall that are
Okay.
coming up.
Right. That's where all the
There's
scary
all this
people are.
rubble. Yeah.
Okay.
They're on the northwest here, looking out, is this hole here where there's you can see out, and there's your car out
Okay.
here
Yep.
as well, and potentially some dude there.
Okay.
You guys, there's kind of just the remnants of support beams. So there's about a support beam, 2 of them in the middle, about a separate part, and then there's kind of little jut outs of where walls used to be, but not a ton of space. And then over there, and then closer to this hole in the wall is where the painting of the door, or the stairs, and the green fires. The green fires are pretty much right next to the opening in the wall.
Gotcha. Okay. And so far, the only creatures that we're seeing are over here by the steps.
And the one that's in the middle of the room. I need
Oh, right. Okay.
yeah, the one that snuck up on
Where
August.
is that
August,
one?
can you in the middle of the room?
So in between the pillars?
Yeah.
Okay.
So August, can you give me a luck roll?
Oh, jeez.
Yep. Now that I just tanked my luck by 10.
I want to say I didn't do that on purpose. I completely forgot that you did that.
No, it's fine. That is 45 over 41.
Okay.
Ugh.
You backed up and everything out of pure surprise. Adele, you look up and you see that August is on top of where the painting is.
The stairs. He's going down the stairs.
Painting. No, he's standing on top.
Oh, but he doesn't think they're stairs.
He doesn't know where he's standing right now.
So he's not sinking yet.
Not from what you can
I
see.
can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so I see this. All right, so Adele pulls David up, and she sees August, and she's like, "Okay, everybody, stop." August.
So August is currently very focused on these things and is not hearing her, so he's continuing to slowly back up.
So she's talking to him right now. Well, so she just says to David real quick, she's like, "Watch the stairs." And then she turns and looks at August. She's like, August, I need you to focus right now. I need your eyes.
So he he hears her and sort of tilts his head a little bit to show he's listening, but he is not looking away.
Okay, that's fine. So she says, I need you to listen really carefully. I need you to don't stop looking at the creature, right? Just keep watching. But I need you to move back towards the hole in the wall, 5 feet. And I need you to do it now.
Alright, August nods his head to, indicate he understood and starts pushing that way.
Alright. And then as you back up, the door staircase going down comes into your vision out of the corner of your eye where you recognize it, and then pretty much your legs are still kind of over it. The mass of your body is over it, so you're not in trouble of falling.
Just falling through, yeah.
But as soon as you recognize where you were standing, your legs drop down. Give me a sanity check.
What is wrong with these dice today?
I don't know.
That is a 97 over 38.
Ooh.
No!
Okay. This is buck wild. But
oh no.
Give me an intelligence check.
For that, it's much better. Maybe. That
I
is
have a feeling you don't necessarily want to pass that one.
Well, it is a 82 under 85.
Yeah, this is one of those ones you didn't want to pass. As your brain fully the same thing that was happening with Adele earlier, that this isn't something that's physically possible and shouldn't be happening. You should not be walking through painted steps on the floor. You shouldn't be dropping through, which probably would take more of an effect on um, on August with his purely scientific mind. Give your roll a 1d4 for sanity damage.
That is a 3.
All right.
Jeez.
Yep. So you take 3 points. How close are you to that fifth drop of your total?
So I'm at 35 now. I started at 40 or 39.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not there yet.
And just keep track of that. Okay, so that happens.
So is it just still his legs?
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
like his legs kind of at the knee were just kind of dangled down, just dropped through.
So, John,
what's
is...
what's August's reaction?
That's a good question. I'm trying to decide on like how much he would like actually pay attention versus like how intent he is on like watching the other things.
We just lost sanity because of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he would have like broken watching them and is now like again his mind is like struggling to explain what he's seeing, so he is now not watching the creatures at all.
All right. I'm just saying of that. I don't remember what movie it is from, but it's just. Oh my god! I forgot what movie that's from. But yeah, no, that's fine. But hey, you're all good because theoretically David's watching things, or is he? What do you know, David?
I think David has recovered to the point and is moving towards the corner of the room under Adele's tugging, and has kind of repositioned himself where he can watch the room, but is probably also taking moments to rescan the room to see if there's any additional creatures that have appeared in the process while they're moving.
Yeah, nothing new has come up out of anything. Pretty much it's just the one there in the middle of the room. There's the couple, the child and mother or older sister, and one of the other adults coming up. And where you're standing, well, no, you didn't turn around, so you don't know if the one is still at the car or not.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
yet.
think anyone's close enough.
Yeah, I don't know how close we are to a spot where he could do a check out the side to be able to see yet, but as soon as he's to a spot where he could check, he's definitely going to be looking over, at least doing a scan over his shoulder to see.
If you want to do that, you have to look behind. You can't, the way it's all positioned, you kind of have to, the car is a little bit closer to the building, so you're going to get a good view, you have to be kind of closer to the edge, and which means you have to take so it's pretty much give a view of the room or kind of look outside.
Yeah, so I think what we're trying to do is get everyone to that hole in the wall, like all three of us there, so that like Deli's goal is to get everyone over here at this corner. That way we can, like, two people can be keeping an eye on the inside while one person checks, and then like her only like focus right now is like seeing if we can jump out of this window and get to our car. So like I don't know that she would be allowing David she's certainly not gonna let him do anything on his own right now unless he fights her. So like I think like she and him are moving together, trying to get to August. This is her plan, to get to this spot so that they can get out. That is the goal.
Is Dell kind of facing towards the corner, pulling David along? Okay.
Yeah, because she was looking at August because she saw that he was on top of the staircase and knew what was going to happen.
Yeah,
and she told you to keep an eye on. So essentially,
yeah, I was trying to make
she
sure I
said,
that. Yeah, I try to make
you're
sure
watching
David had
the
an
stairs.
idea.
Yeah.
Basically, trying to make sure that David knew where she was looking, because he's not going to do more than just a brief glance away from the room, unless he knows somebody else is watching. At this point,
yeah. So essentially, Deli is looking where like the center one is, and at August, and told David to keep an eye on the stairs, which is the opposite direction from where she's looking, and then heading towards the hole in the wall.
So is that everyone's plan, to jump from the second floor?
I think at this point, David, because the creatures are coming up the stairs, and the very first test that David did on the creatures resulted in him effectively getting stunned by this and losing a feeling of strength draining from him. He's not willing to mess with them anymore, as far as like experimentation or trying to figure out some way of fighting them directly. So I think the plan at this point, from David's point of view, is to get to the corner and have one of them be watching the rest of the room to keep the creatures at bay, while he takes a chance to examine the ground, kind of where they might potentially land if they do jump, or potentially just say, the other potential option, which is not ideal either, would be to basically use that corner as much coverage of visibility as possible, and just stay there until it gets light out or these creatures go away. Which,
gosh,
is
it's
not
gotta
an
be
ideal
like
solution either.
10:05. We have so much time. I guess the other option, and this is kind of metagaming a little bit, I would say that we don't have this conversation as players until like we get to the wall. But the other option is like trying to watch them while we walk through them, which sounds horrifying to me. But we could certainly like throw those ideas around once everyone makes it to the hole in the wall.
I think this might be something that there's a level of discussion that might be happening, just not in character voice at the moment, but just because of all the stuff happening. But I don't feel like David is, if any ideas of walking through these creatures, even watching them, is coming up at this point, David's going to be like, no, that we do not want to be anywhere. We cannot get close to these things. We cannot let them get close to us. Just from the feelings he's already had being close to them.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be saying, he says, no, we cannot let them get close.
So, depending on what the creatures are doing, Dave, I'm imagining that, Delia is trying to get to August as quickly as possible, while keeping an eye on this like thing over here. Pull him out of the stairs because his legs are still in it, and then get to the window.
All right. While you guys are doing all that, August, can you give me a listen check?
I can do that. Let's see. I don't know what is wrong with my dice tonight. These are supposed to be the good ones. Alright, that is 79 over 20.
Oof.
So you hear a noise from outside the opening.
Of course. Guys, we are going down these steps. Get ready.
Are you gonna take a look?
Is this before I get to him?
What
It's kind of all happening at
the same time. Okay.
what do I hear?
What is the noise?
I mean, yeah.
Well, if
A
you
noise
passed your
can be
check,
a lot
I
of
give you.
things.
It is
It
not
is-
It is not any of the noises that you heard so far. Like it's.
Is this something that David would potentially hear as well?
Well, if you want to give me if you guys want to give a listen check as well.
That is a 72 over 50.
I doubt
guys-
that. Yeah, hold on. I can check, but I've got a 62. Where did my thing go? There it is. 62. Over 40, so I got a little closer, but still failed.
Yeah. No, you guys all hear something happening outside. And let me just. I don't know if this is clear. When these things move, they're not making noise.
Okay.
So
So this is
And you-
new.
this is something different.
Okay.
But I will give it to August first. August, do you want to look? Or no? No pressure either way.
No, I think August is still pretty focused on the fact that he, passed through the floor and is currently like kind of like kicking his way back to try and like, get out of the hole he's in.
Deli will absolutely look out the window.
That's
Okay.
David would be asking, did you hear that sound? What was that?
yeah,
And
yeah. So
just
Deli
not-
like makes eye
he's
contact with David.
hard focused on the room.
You're making eye contact with David?
Well,
No, David, you might be
David's
looking at David,
yeah,
but you're not
David's
looking at
looking-
David's
yeah,
not
she,
looking
like-
at
I know
her.
it's with something that is so vision based where it's
Yeah, I
normally
know.
yes, I'll look.
yeah.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
August is just kind of like saying, like repeating to himself over and over, like, I went through the floor. How? That's not possible. Just like continuing to struggle with what just happened.
David kind of hearing that, kind of processing it a little bit, is like, August, just stay with us. We'll come to that later. Just get back to now.
And Deli looks out the window. She doesn't say anything. She just looks out the window.
Outside the window, you see that there isn't a creature between you and the car anymore. But what you do see is something that you, Adele, have never seen before. As you
Night of
see
firsts.
a tall, spindly man with a polka dot suit,
No!
with dark skin, scraggly beard, dragging something behind him
What?
as he looks up and waves.
What is he
That
dragging? What is
We
he
will
dragging?
see you
No,
next
no, no, no,
episode.
no, no, no,
We will see you
no,
next
no,
time.
I was looking at the time. It's like, I know it's gonna be end. I know it's
No,
gonna
no, no,
end
no,
here.
Hello.
Oh boy.
Now it's been a while. I forgot his
Theodore's
voice. Hello, Elizabeth.
I think that's one of those that if Theodore actually did talk, then David wouldn't recognize the voice, but might recognize stories of the voice.
No, but you just see this dude sitting there, dragging something, waving. Looks like a nice guy.
I take it back. I don't want Theodore to show up. I take it back. Ooh, buddy. We're never
Nice,
getting
nice.
out of this freaking building.
Oh boy.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Dream well.